Hello, angelic beings of light. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here, and so is God. So this is the message for July, not June. I was going to say June, but it's for July. So what I'm getting for this month, and it could be any year, even though I'm recording this in 2025, I'm hearing you've waited all this time for this, and it can mean many things. For some of you, it's not what you think. You've been waiting a long time for life to get easier, to get more smoother, to be more in the flow. Not that life is always easy, because it's not, but it can be less challenging if you go with the flow. When I did a reading for myself just the other day with my Metatron deck, Metatron was reminding me, just go with the flow. We know that things aren't always what they seem, and it may not make sense to you, but it's like in the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 5 to 6, trusting the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your understanding. So when you focus on those words and you really put that into your mantra, into your everyday life, you start to realize, yeah, it doesn't make sense, but if I just trust in God and I just go with it, it's going to work out in the end, because it always does. So some of you, with waiting all this time for this, a lot of you, it has to do with your healing. You've waited a long time to really nip it in the bud and tell yourself, hey, this is not the life I want. This is not what I really want to experience right now. We all experience very challenging, arduous things, but it's part of our growth. It's part of us to learn, evolve, and to grow, but to really get us closer to God so that we work as a team, and with the angels and with the universe and our ancestors, and it's a whole freaking football team or something. I'm excited because football's coming up. Tangent. So we're allowing ourselves to be part of that team, and everyone's got a role, just like in football, right? God's the quarterback here, or he could be the head coach. You may be the quarterback. You're the leader. You're here to execute what the head coach, what God is telling you to do. Okay? You've got your linebackers, you've got your cornerbacks, you got your wide receivers, you've got your, your defense team, your special teams, all of that. Everyone has a particular role. And it's like that when you encourage, you allow yourself, the birds are really confirming this. You're allowing yourself to have other people come into the fold and help you through life. You're not supposed to do this alone. This also includes people who God leads into your life to help you. And a lot of the times when we pray for things, we're, God, get me out of this situation. God, I want my life to be a little bit less crazy, a little less chaotic. You have a lot to do with that. But it's also when God brings you people into your life who can help you with that. And you're like, well, I want it to be where you just snapped your fingers, God. You waved your magical wand and said, everything is done. I fixed it for you. It's not how it works. And the prayer that you asked for comes in many different packages, many different ways, different people who are there to help you. I'm getting very strong mentorship energy. I've been getting that energy for a very, very long time. A lot of you need support with your healing, but I mean deep-rooted, seated, invasive healing. It gets down to your core. Stuff you don't want to look at, stuff you don't want to face, stuff you don't want to see. You want to get you want it the easy way out. You want the shortest route. You want the fastest route. You want the easiest route. That's not where you get your blessings, your miracles. A lot of sacrifices have to be made. There is great blessings and miracles, and achieving your greatest potential comes with a profound amount of sacrifice. We have to let go and let God, and allow Jesus to take the wheel, right? That Carrie Underwood song. And the birds are just, they're saying, we can't say this any louder, Jess. We can't. The angels are like, we can't confirm this any more clearly. They were not chirping before I started hitting record. That's significant, okay? And there's several of them. So take heed in that with these birds who keep squawking. That could be significance for you. If you start hearing a lot of birds in the coming days doing the same similar thing, that's a huge indication and confirmation of this message for you. But some of you are thinking, oh, I waited all this time for, I'm finally gonna get my rewards. I'm finally gonna get my divine relationship. I'm finally gonna get my home, my this, my that, my peace. But what have you done to get there? What have you done to achieve those things? You got to do your part. God does the rest, but what God does is the impossible. Or I'm hearing sit back, relax, enjoy the show. So July is a really big time for healing, and we're coming into Uranus entering Gemini, Neptune's in Aries. We've got the outer planets being in different signs I haven't been in forever. We're going to hit a lot of tumultuous times, guys, and you are being asked to be prepared. It's not just wearing your armor, your helmet, your shield, and getting your weapons ready, your spiritual weapons. This is about you internally. What are you doing to make life a little less easier for you, a little less challenging, right? And when you hit the Goliaths, when you hit the challenges, you're going to get better at facing them, facing adversity without it trying to take you out, without it trying to spin you out of control or get you back into your poor habits, your addictions, your things that are unaligned with God, ways that you try to make things work out for yourself when you know damn well it's not working out, and it hasn't worked out, and it won't ever work out. Don't go backwards. There are times where we can take a couple steps back, but don't be taking 1,000 steps back when you've made so much progress, right? So you're waiting for something, but the bigger question is, what have you done? What work have you put in to yourself, to those goals, to what it is that you're trying to achieve? If you're seeking love, have you given that love to yourself? If you're seeking peace, have you let go of the things that disrupt that? Your job that's toxic, your relationships that are toxic, your friendships, where you're living, whatever that is, have you been letting go of those things that are disrupting that? Again, with the sacrifice, I'm seeing like the hangman here. It's like, what are you releasing? What are you giving to God? Are you allowing God to step in? You're waiting for something. But what it is you're really waiting for is for God to do something, but you have to allow him to do it. You have to, God, it's like when Jesus says on the cross, Lord, to you I commend my spirit. Are you relinquishing control? Are you saying, Jesus, take the wheel? Maybe some of you need to go listen to that song by Carrie Underwood. Now, there's a song that was God sent to me to tell me something. And it's a song that talks about a relationship. But God gave it to me in a very different meaning. It's called All This Time by Joe Jonas. It's in his Fast Life album. I highly recommend that you listen to it. I'll try to add it to the end of this video or put in the description box, but you can kind of pause right now, maybe go look it up in Spotify, or write a quick note to yourself to listen to Joe Jonas's song, All This Time. And that song had great meaning to me as I was taking a walk one day and I was getting into another funk, right? Like all these things were lining up and working out for me, and then it got stagnant again. I said, God, what is with this? And people being brought to me for me to help, and like nobody wants my help. I'm not saying nobody. There's like one person who's been listening to me. That's my divine partner. So shout out to you. But it's like, even then, God sends us this support, and God has me cross paths with people. But then it's like, God is answering your prayer. And I'm not trying to be conceited here, but Michael is having me have the courage and strength to say this. But a lot of the times, and this goes for you too, when God is answering our prayers, a lot of the time he sends other people to answer them. And they're here to help us, not to fix the problem entirely, not to make it go away, right? Not to say, oh, you're saving my life, you're my saving grace. Now all my problems are solved. Now all of my sins have been forgiven. Now everything's gonna fall into place because this thing is here now. This person is here now, especially with people. But here's the other thing, guys. When we're talking about going with the flow and God answering our prayers, 𝗓𝗏𝗲 is a huge archangel. He was really tall too, who sends our prayers to God. He filters them out. It's like sorting the mail at USPS. What prayer goes where, and what angels are going to support that prayer, right? God's trying to do, he's helping us, he's doing all these bigger things, but he needs his support too. He needs his football team, right? So he's the head coach. Hey, Michael, you're the quarterback. Go execute these plays, right? It's like when we send those prayers out, 𝗓𝗏𝗲 sorts them out. What play are we going to execute, right? Where am I going to deliver the mail? Who is it going to? Where is it going to? What team's going to help? What ancestors? What angels? Whatever. And a lot of those times, people get sent to answer those prayers. And a lot of you're here to answer other people's prayers too. This is why it's so important to go with the flow and to trust in God and say, hey, I want you to go meet up with this person. Hey, I want you to go send this message to this person. Hey, I want you to pray for this person. I want you to go do this. I want you to go here or go there. And sometimes you don't even know who you're going to run into, what you're going to run into. And especially if it has to do with a person, in a lot of cases, you are answering that person's prayer. But then what happens is sometimes that person may get the best of you. They may trigger you. They may be like, oh shit, man, he knows about this. How do they know this? Oh, they're gonna help me, but I have to do the work. Faith without works is dead. You don't get something for nothing. A lot of you who are working these 9-to-5 jobs, do you expect to get a promotion by sitting on your ass and not stepping up as a leader? Do you expect to get that raise? Do you expect to, have a business where, I don't know, it's success in a business and success in life is a lot of people have a poor definition of success for that stuff, but you think you want to get ahead. You think, again, you want to have peace in your life. You want things to just, God, just like, take this from me. Take this cup. Where's your faith? Where's your trust? Where's your strength? What work have you put into to allow yourself to be at peace, to allow yourself to put in the effort, whether it's business, a relationship, whatever. And a lot of these people come into your life. You've waited all this time, and now this person's here, or this blessing is here, and what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? And God's just waiting there for you to make a move. But a lot of the times, you're going to have to give up a lot. I've done this. Go watch my other videos, even my 𝗘𝗏𝗄 channel. I talked about everything that I went through, what I had to give up. I talked last month in my June message about having to let my son go, let him live with his dad. If you haven't watched my June message, even though it's the end of June, I'm recording this right now, and this is the July message, it still applies. It still applies. So if you haven't watched my June message, go watch it. And that talked about letting go. But a lot of you're asking for these things, but what have you done? Have you done your healing? Have you done your work on forgiveness? Have you mastered that? Have you mastered self-control of your emotions? Not letting your emotions get the best of you. Have you mastered your mental state? I know for me, it's in my chart. I have a big challenge with my mental stuff. It's like the more intelligent I get, the more I ascend, the more my brain wants to attack me, which is also what the devil loves to attack in us, our mental state. Negative thoughts, worst case scenario, stress, worry. It's like the 9 of Swords in tarot. I can't sleep. I can't think straight. It's like, oh my God, all these things, all these things, all these things. Make it stop, make it stop. A lot of you are doing too much. A lot of you are getting the messages, you're hearing the guidance, but you are not following it. You are not trying to apply it to your own life and saying, okay, God, this is going to be difficult, but I'm going to have to do this if this is what you're guiding me to do, and this is the end result. But don't focus so much on the end result. Focus on what you're truly trying to achieve for yourself, and that'll bring about what you're really seeking. You know, it's like the past few days, I'll be honest here because this is all about honesty and vulnerability, right? When I talked about my business, it's just like, I said, oh my gosh, finally, like things are really coming together, and then obstacles, things coming to a halt. But in self-reflection, when God told me to do nothing for 3 days straight this past week, I said, God, I have all these things to do. I have all these ideas. I want to get this stuff out. I want to do all these things. And God said, no, today do absolutely nothing. The next day he said the same thing. The next day after that he said the same thing. Do nothing but rest and come to me. Spend more hours with me than what you do. And I spend at least an hour with God every morning before I put my feet on the bed. Feet on the floor. Before I get off the bed and put my feet on the floor. Every morning. It's 30 minutes to an hour. Sometimes it's 2 hours if he wants me to spend time with him before I do anything for the day for 2 hours. I've been very blessed that I have the lifestyle to do that. I don't have to set an alarm and wake up, oh my God, I gotta go to work, I gotta take my kids to school, I gotta do this, I gotta do this appointment, I gotta take these people here, blah, 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 I gotta do this, 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 and this, and this. What I'm supposed to be doing is fulfilling God's will for myself and for my mission and for what God wants me to do for other people when he asked me of it. What are you doing in your life to be able to wake up without an alarm and say, I have all the time in the world to talk to God? To spend time with God, with the angels, to ask, okay, what do you need? What, Lord, this is what I ask him in prayer. How may I be of service to you? When you ask God that and you follow his guidance, and even if other people give you the guidance, right? An oracle card, a video, a post, whatever. Oh, God's confirming this is what I need to do. Some of you need to do nothing. What is he trying to do? Let go of that job. Let go of that people. Go get that. Go sign up for the mentorship. Like, sign up for my weekly angel messages. It's cheap per month. Maybe that could be all that you need to get the guidance for the week. Your health messages for the week. I do monthly readings, right? That go more in depth a little bit as to what you're needing to align with, what you're expecting, what may be your challenges, right? All with a simple membership that you're investing in yourself. And when God sees that you're investing in yourself and you're heeding your guidance, watch things change for you. You gotta be the one to change what you're doing, what you're not liking, in order for you to see what it is you're trying, in order for you to achieve what it is you're trying to get in life. What's the word in, it's in the New Testament. You can't put old wine into new wineskins. You're wanting something new, but you're holding on to the old. You're holding on to the toxic. You're wanting an easier life for yourself. Like, it's Sunday afternoon. It's a little hot, and I was like, God, can I do this reading in my bedroom? Nope, do it outside. You know why? Because of those birds, and because I'm out in nature, and it's scenery. A lot of you need to spend more time in nature every day. Make time for it. God speaks to us very loudly and more clearly in nature. This stuff is untouched by man. Man did not create a palm tree unless it's biomedical engineered, but let's not go there. You get the point. Man didn't create those birds. I know for me, God speaks more profoundly in this type of environment. It puts ourselves at ease. We need to connect with Mother Earth, with Mother Gaia. You're waiting for something to change, but have you done the changes yourself first? Are you going to God every time you hit a brick wall or you have a challenge, right? Like with my business, right? I've been doing this for over 5 years now. I had to let go of the first business. This is my second one with my 𝗷𝗶𝗃𝗲 Ascension stuff. And it's just like, I'm now coming into year 1 with my 𝗷𝗷𝗃𝗲 business. And I'm thinking, I thought I was going to be at a different place than I was when I started the second business last year. And I'm not where I thought I would be. But God is having me realize other things, because God said, I need you to let go of even more, Jess. I've already lost so much. You don't see me boo-hooing. Sometimes it gets to me and I'll cry it out, right? We're all allowed to do that. We need to release our emotions too, but at the same time, you don't see me like being depressed for months on end. I don't look like shit, obviously. I make sure that I do what a goddess needs to do to upkeep her health, both internally and externally. Physical appearance, your internal health, mental, spiritual, emotional, physical health is important. I gotta trust in God. Okay, God, you know what? This is different again. Oh, God's like, I'm having you realize this. I'm having you do this differently. I'm having you work up more towards where I want you to be. And a lot of it has to do with divine timing, guys. God may have us ready to go. It's like David. I want to go to the war. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go. If you've watched, it's horrible grammar. If you've watched that Amazon Prime show, right? Not The Chosen. Watch The Chosen too, but oh my God. It's David, King. I forgot the title. It has David in it. Anyway, it's about David. When David wants to go, put me out there. He asks his dad, why do you keep me out in these fields? He talks to God. God, what's the point if I'm sitting here out in these fields when you have this purpose for me? When you show me I'm supposed to do this? What gives? It's all about freaking timing, ladies and gentlemen. God's still molding you and preparing you for finding you. He's also orchestrating everybody else who's going to support you, who's going to be involved in this battle, who's going to be involved in your blessing. It's not just about you. It's about all of us. Every single last one. So what are you going to do? You going to sit here and pout and complain all the time? Or are you going to do something about it? Or are you going to allow other people into your life to help you? You're going to allow God to step in. But God isn't always going to do like the absolute miraculous. Look at how David defeated Goliath. He had to have courage and the inner strength and the confidence, knowing that he could defeat this thing with a fucking slingshot. Remember, he had no armor, no sword, no helmet, no nothing. A slingshot, guys. But God, David, God, when is my time? When is this going to happen? God, David, I need you to defeat the lion. David, I need you to deal with your dad. David, I need you to be out with me in the wilderness to hear me, to allow me to refine you, to forge you through the fire, to allow me to mold you so that you are fully prepared without the freaking physical armor. It's the spiritual armor. It's your inner warrior. It's very strong Aries energy. Go out there and get it done. But God's preparing us. And a lot of that time in the waiting, we're like, God, I'm ready to go. And I've said this to God myself. And God's like, Jess, I know, I need you to be patient. Patience has been the biggest word for me for the past 5.5 years. Patience, Jess, patience, patience, patience. I know, you've done a lot. You've given up a lot. What is going on with my grammar? You've given up a lot. You have been doing the work. But then we need to wait for God's final instruction or his timing. Then God says, it's time to go. Now you go. Like God said, okay, Jesse released his son to go to the war. Now it was time for David to go. Right? But everything had to be in place first. Before God said, David, it's your time. And now it's like, now begins the prophecy of the transformation into King David, but he's got to show people what he can do. But it's more showing about his God confidence in himself. And everyone was in awe that this 17-year-old boy, this shepherd boy, goes out there and defeats this warrior that everyone was too scared to face. They didn't have 1 ounce of God confidence in them. They forgot about God. And a lot of you could be doing the same thing. You're forgetting about God and how he plays a major role in our lives. He's our head coach. Some of you need a literal head coach in your lives to help you get through the tough times. Someone who's already been there. Someone who has gone through the trenches. Someone who's been able to master spirituality. Someone who's really, really tight with God and the angels. Someone who has peace in their life. You can't get advice from someone who is not living the life that you want. But some of you, you want a particular life, but what is that really to you? Ask yourself in this very moment, the 26th minute in my video, what is it you're really wanting in life at this time? Be honest with yourself. Some of you want money, you want love, you want a house, but what is it? A lot of people don't say peace. A lot of people don't say free time. I bet you $1 million, the majority of you people watching this, that's exactly what you're really seeking at this time. It's not about the money. It's not about love. It's not about success. It's not about a better job. Peace of mind. Not having your mind get the best of you like I used to get into. My mental state was just like, and I was able to function by the grace of God, but I was always up in my head. And when I get back to that place, I know exactly what to do. I gotta go to God. I gotta go to God. God, help me with this. I'm giving my burdens to you. I'm giving you my problems, but tell me what I need to do so you can help me even more. I go to the archangels. I sit with them. I pull oracle for myself. I meditate for an hour. I spend more time with God. I've been having to spend more time with God and the angels than I have been the past few months. And before I was spending a lot of time with them, I've added more hours to my day in connecting with them. And it's been helping me to overcome my mental Goliaths, okay? My emotional Goliaths. My Goliaths in the physical, like my this channel, my business, all that stuff. See, I didn't want to come out here because my curls were going to go away, but it is what it is. Humidity affects my hair a lot, and it's super hot out here. But I'm obedient. God said, Jess, I know it's going to be hot. I need you to stay here. I need you to do this outside. There is a breeze, but it comes and goes. Like the wind, we don't know where it's going to take us. We know it's there. There it is. Wow. Thanks, God. He just gave me this nice breeze up my back. So it's like, allow the wind to take you where it needs to take you. We don't have control over the wind, do we? No, only God does. It's the same with water. The water is going to flow where it's supposed to flow to. It's going to hit the rocks. It's going to hit the river bends, whatever. It's going to run into ducks and otters and beavers, whatever the hell. It still keeps going. It's going by where God is dictating that water to go. That's why I'm doing this reading in front of a pool. What are you doing to allow God to let Allow God in so that you can be with the flow. Surrendering to God allows you to be more of the flow. It's like the Temperance card in tarot. I'm hearing Sagittarius. Some of you may be Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. This is a really huge message for you. You gotta let go of control. Sometimes with that firepower within us, sometimes we got to like tune it down a little bit. There's a time to use it, there's a time not to. Just like masculine, feminine energy, there's a time to take action, there's a time not to. Again with David. David had to be in his feminine energy. He had to connect with nature, he had to connect with God, he had to be passive. He had to be taking care of himself. To muster up all the courage, strength, and trust his intuition to be able to defeat Goliath and everything else that he was preparing for with Saul. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look up the story about David. Read the book of Psalms. Go watch that David show on Amazon Prime, whatever it is God's calling you to do. Maybe some of you, if you've already been watching that David show, go watch it again. I'm hearing watch The Chosen too, but I'm getting more strong David energy here. You've waited all this time to understand what it is you're really seeking, what you're really needing in life, not what you're wanting, and getting the help you need to do it. And a lot of you has to do with healing. Even when David was out there in the fields, his mother had died, his father was, just trying to protect him, but he was gripping onto him too tightly because of fear. David was healing too while he was preparing for battle. And we're never done healing, guys. I know in the past 2 weeks, I've been doing a tremendous amount of higher level healing is what they're telling me. As part of my ascension process. What's happening is I'm ascending at a very rapid rate, but then things are coming up where there's more profound things I haven't quite fully healed yet, and I'm able to heal them faster than what I did 5 years ago, 4 years ago. Right? There's still, I'm processing this stuff with letting my son go live with his dad. Some days it gets to me, I'm not gonna lie. But then I'm also seeing what my son's experiencing and what he's learning and evolving, how what he is going through, that God is and the angels are helping him on his journey. But I'm still there as his mother to support him in any way that I can, even though I'm not physically there anymore. But I'm always there spiritually. And I always gotta be my strong self too, and be at my own place of peace and balance and tranquility to be able to support my son when he needs it, and even when he doesn't. So if you're being called to get help, to work on your healing, to have someone who's done a tremendous amount of healing, who's gone through a lot of battles and who's overcame them with flying colors, great victories, someone who's seeing miracles and blessings occur in their life, just like I am. But that's not going to come to you if you don't let things go. If you're dealing with addictions, or you're controlling so much, you're focused on money all the time, prestige, accolades, certifications, status, you're wanting somebody to take care of you. You're wanting someone to love you the way God loves you, but are you giving that love to yourself? Ask yourself why you're chasing the money all the time, whatever that is. Some of you are just, you're too aggressive. Some of you are too passive. You need someone who can mentor you, who's gotten it balanced. Don't take advice from someone who hasn't been there, who hasn't experienced it. Right? Are you going to go seek advice from someone who's been through a divorce, who hasn't been through a divorce, and you're going through a divorce? They may give you a little bit of counsel, but they can't help you really deal with a divorce if they haven't gotten through it. Like myself, I've been through a divorce myself. And it was easier than I expected. And I still have that unconditional love for my ex-husband to this day. I have no resentments towards him at all, or what happened. That had a purpose. I learned a lot from that marriage, and now I've acquired something that is more in alignment with who I am now as the goddess that I am now. I have a peaceful life. I have a divine partner who aligns with me, who also goes to God, who also prays to God, who also goes to Him when I can't be there, who balances me out, right? And while my business may not be successful financially, it is successful in the sense where I know what is right for me, and I'm doing what I'm called to do, and as long as I do that and I love doing what I'm doing, I'm achieving that success. If I'm helping one person, I've done more than what a lot of people do in their lifetime when they're trying to help themselves. And yes, we are trying to help ourselves, but while we're helping ourselves, we're helping the collective at the same time. For a smaller group of you, okay, your name, your first name begins with an E, or your last name begins with an E. I'm hearing Elizabeth, Enrique, Eric, Edwin, Edgar, Evergreen, egregious. Okay, now how many all these other words? Ipanema's with an I, right? Eli, Elijah, Enoch. Something with E, Earth Star. Those of you, if your name is like that or something like that, this is a different message for you. You've waited all this time for a big change, for God to really come in. But those of you that I mentioned with the E thing, you surrendered to God already. And you know this because you've either done this today, yesterday, last week. You had a big something happen. And God told you, hey, I need you to really understand what you did, or what you keep focusing on, or what you're not letting go of. You went to God. He told you what to do. Maybe He led you to this message. And now God's saying, I'm answering your prayer at this very day and age, at this very moment, because you've listened to my guidance. You've listened to whatever guidance I'm giving you. You listen to guidance from a mentor, from a teacher, whatever it is that you're doing. You listen to guidance from a video that's not mine, whatever it is, some person. And God's saying to you now, watch me do the impossible. Stop overthinking. Stop doubting. Stop worrying. Stop stressing. Stop Nine of Swordsing it. Give it to me. And the second you give it to God, watch the floodgates open, people. But those of you who are not giving it to God, and you're still in your head, you're still freaking out, you're still trying to control, you can't let God in when you do that. What you're doing is you're letting the devil in to ruin your life. The devil isn't about like sinning all the time and like being evil. No. It's also about you being in a low vibrational state and trying to control every freaking thing, and allowing yourself to freak the fuck out and stress and worry and pity yourself and woe is me yourself and say I'm a victim. Everybody's out to get me. I'm hearing like pussy energy. Wow. Michael's coming in real hardcore right now. Thanks, Michael. None of this. That is not a divine masculine. That is not a divine feminine. The angels and God don't stoop down to those levels. You got to meet them halfway. Maybe halfway across the sky. Isn't that a Kenny Loggins song? That may be a message for somebody. Maybe somebody likes Kenny Loggins. Maybe you heard that song. Maybe you're going to hear that song. You gotta meet them halfway, guys. Allow God in. And for those of you who've already done it, you better just sit back, watch the greatest show in your life, and watch what God is going to do. When you do nothing, and you trust and you have faith and you take care of yourself and you live a life of peace and tranquility, and you're just praying and you're releasing it and letting it go to the universe, to God, and letting Him and the angels do their thing. Watch what God's about to do, but that's only for the people. I'm going to pull an oracle card. Watch what God's going to do in your life. You've waited all this time for this. For those of you who've done what God has asked you to do, and you're taking it easy, and you let go of the rope. You jumped the cliff. Wait till you see what happens after you jump the cliff, after you've let go of that rope. You surrender to God. Some of you this week, it's gonna happen. Watch God move. So let's see. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Jesus, Mary, Mother Mary, Order of the Seraphim, Order of Melchizedek, please reveal to us for our highest good. What is the final guidance for this collective for the month of July? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. I'm hearing Metatron and Raphael, Uriel, all of them. Some of you, okay, that one doesn't want to go back in. Your crown. Oh, 𝗔𝗴𝗃𝗀. I do have a 𝗔𝗹𝗃𝗀 bracelet, by the way, that is for sale on my website. It's in my website and my shop. If you get the 𝗔𝗹𝗃𝗀 bracelet and you connect with her, you say the activation for the energy grid and this invocation, watch 𝗔𝗹𝗃𝗀 come in to support you. She is the angel that helps with connecting more with nature, seeing the beauty within oneself and the beauty in the world, regardless of what's going on, and the beauty in others. It's part of seeing God in everyone, okay? Crown chakra. Some of you need to open up your crown chakra, okay? It says, integrate your wisdom. Dear one, you, the truth of who you are, is wise beyond your years. Tap in to listen, feel, and know. This wisdom is not to be used to convince others, rather for you to hold it within and share with those who are ready to receive it. The invocation is Archangel 𝗔𝗹𝗃𝗀, open, clear, balance, and align my crown chakra to receive and integrate the wisdom of the divine within my mind and body so that I may know the correct words to say and actions to take. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can rewind this, pause the video, take a screenshot, whatever it is you need to do so that you can start working with 𝗔𝗹𝗃𝗀 using that invocation. I do highly recommend my 𝗔𝗹𝗃𝗀 bracelet as you work with this invocation and you work with 𝗔𝗹𝗃𝗀. A lot of you, you're seeking the support of Archangel 𝗔𝗹𝗃𝗀, but you gotta ask 𝗔𝗹𝗃𝗀 for help. You gotta ask. They want me to read the bottom of the deck. It's the third eye. Trust your intuition. It's Archangel 𝗪𝗀𝗃𝗀. I also have an Archangel 𝗪𝗀𝗃𝗀 bracelet. It'll help you connect with 𝗪𝗀𝗃𝗀. He's the one who helps to overcome pain and limiting beliefs, painful memories, things that were done to you as a child, things that happened in your marriage, whatever this is. Working with that bracelet works wonders. So you can get 𝗔𝗹𝗃𝗀 and 𝗪𝗀𝗃𝗀. If you have both of those and you work with them in your spiritual practice, the more you work with them, the more support they will give you. The more you connect with them, the more they will help you with whatever it is that you're seeking. Dear one, it's time to listen to your intuition. You receive divine knowledge as a vision, knowing, feeling, hearing, or any combination. It is filtered through your experiences and beliefs, and you will need to learn to translate it. The more you can let go of old beliefs and experiences, the clearer your intuition will be. The invocation is Archangel 𝗪𝗀𝗃𝗀, open, clear, balance, and align my third eye chakra, transmuting and removing anything that keeps me from seeing, hearing, knowing, or feeling my intuitive guidance. Help me to trust this guidance and give me signs that I am on the right path. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's the bottom of the deck here. 𝗔𝗹𝗱𝗲 and 𝗔𝗹𝗱𝗲 here to support you, but you gotta work with them. These are great invocations to help you connect more with them. And if you use my energy healing bracelets with them, even more so. I know the more I work with my own, the more I listen to them, I can hear them better. And the more guidance they give me to support me when I am calling upon them for help with. So trust your intuition and integrate your wisdom. The crown chakra is oneness. It's knowing that we're all tied together. This is why I said this is not about you, it's about the collective. What you do or don't do could affect someone else's life. A lot of you don't realize this. I know I've had to realize that for myself when God said, I need you to do this, this, and this, and then let it go. If nothing happens with it, that's fine. Everyone has to make their own choice. Everyone needs to trust their intuition. If they don't, that's not on you, it's on them, whatever, right? I gotta do what I'm being called to do, especially doing this video. I was supposed to do some other things, and I wanted to do this video earlier in the week, and God said, no, you need to rest. You need to do absolutely nothing, and I mean nothing. I just like connected with them. I went for a walk, I ate, watched a show, whatever. Didn't do my laundry, didn't do this video, didn't do more stuff on my website, whatever it is. A lot of you need to work on your upper chakras, okay? I can support you with that as well. If you read my weekly angel meetings, maybe you need to have a meeting with me, consultation, have a coaching session with me, whatever it is. I do have a mentorship program. I do have other memberships that you can sign up for where you can get more guidance and more bonus content, more angel support. Just with the weekly angel messages can help you give you guidance, give you some sort of headway, give you some sort of support for the week. But remember, it's what you do with it. I'm not going to put out there, hey, look, your life is going to be miraculous now. Everything's changing for you. Miracles are coming. Abundance is coming. And you do nothing. That's not how it works. Monthly, I do healing readings too, health readings, so that you can also better your health at the same time, because your health is important to get you to be able to work more with these archangels, to help you to open up your third eye and your crown. I will tell you even foods to work with to help open and unblock chakras. Different ways of doing things, different spiritual practices that tie into unblocking your chakras. And for right now, a lot of you, your crown and your third eye are blocked. But those of you with the ease or whatever, you're doing what God's asked you to do. You're listening to your intuition, you're trusting it. You're integrating your wisdom now. You're allowing God to dictate your steps. And knowing that you are of the cosmos, you are one with the universe. The universe is here to support you. They're not here to try to ruin your life for you. You do that on your own volition. So again, that is your message for July. If you would like to sign up for a mentorship, check out the description box below. But I highly encourage you to be part of my community. I have a mobile app. You can download it for free. You can sign up for a membership. It is just $7 a month, guys. That is chump change. $7 a month to get weekly angel messages. If you invest in the higher tiers, you will get more support, more guidance, including video readings, okay? Check out the description box below. Sign up for my newsletter. You do get 20% off of your first booking with me. And if you're part of the app, you can be part of the community. You can DM me there. You can ask me questions if you want without blasting it out to other people, whatever it is you feel guided to do. But remember to trust your intuition. If you're getting a ping in this message alone, listen to that. It's gonna answer your prayer, trust me. With that being said, I wish you the best July ever. Go forth and conquer. And ultimately, peace be with you.